reading of the indictment. I'd like to enter a plea of not guilty to the charges, and at the appropriate time would like to be heard on bond, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Irby, you received a copy of the indictment?
Yes, sir.
Have you had a chance to look that over at some point?
Yes, sir. I received it Monday.
When did you get it? Monday, you said?
Monday, yes, sir.
You have a right, if you want, to have me read the indictment to you, like I just did with the other...
No need.
No need, you said?
I'm sorry.
You don't care for having me do that?
No.
Okay. Then in regards to these 3 counts, charge of failure to comply with an order or signal of a police officer, felony in the 4th degree, charge of tampering with evidence, a felony in the 3rd degree, and a charge of unauthorized use of a vehicle, a misdemeanor in the 1st degree. What is your plea to those 3 counts?
Not guilty.
I know I have to say not guilty, Your Honor, but I don't want to waste the taxpayers' time and money on this. I really don't. But
Well, a plea of not guilty is going to be entered at this time. What happens, Mr. Irby, is that it gets assigned to a judge at this point. After this arraignment, a judge will be assigned the case, and at that point, your attorney can contact that court and do whatever you want to do at that point. So I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty as to those 3 counts at this point.
I thank you, Your Honor.
You hear in the matter of bond, Mr. Watson?
Thank you, Your Honor. May it please the court. Mr. Irby previously was out on bond. It is correct that that bond was revoked. It was alleged that Mr. Irby was violating the rules of his house arrest. What was happening, Your Honor, is my client was going to treatment every day, but he was getting a ride. There was several people in the car, all going to treatment and all going back to where they needed to go. And while they were either going to treatment or going back, apparently the driver was making slight pit stops to pick up food or do something, but Mr. Irby himself was a passenger. He wasn't partaking in any of that. He was simply getting a ride to and from where he lives to treatment and back. So he wasn't violating his rules of house arrest. I mean, I understand that on its face it says he's only to go to and from there directly, but again, he was ride sharing. He was a passenger in a vehicle. Mr. Irby, since his bond's been revoked, has been off his mental health medication. He has a job apparently. He says it's right down the street from here, right here in Painesville. He's been working, going to treatment. He's got a counselor now. Apparently, from Mr. Irby's perspective, he's been doing well in treatment. He had a major relapse, which is the result of this case, but he's trying to get back on his feet. With respect to the fact that he was ride sharing and getting a ride in the car, I would respectfully ask the court to reconsider and reinstating his bond at this time. Thank you, Your Honor.
Give me 1 second, please. I'm confused. You said he's working here in Painesville. All this stuff was in Akron.
No, I was telling the lawyer beforehand, I've been in treatment since February. I worked for Ruff's RV since '07. Ruff's RV is on Black Road, but it's neither. I was saying, that's my job. I mean, I was telling them about my job, how I was trying to change my life. Because my record is horrible, Your Honor.
I'm just saying.
But I'm just saying.
The lawyer just said something up here in Painesville.
Right.
You work living here in Painesville? Got a job here in Painesville?
No.
What did you say, Mr. Watson?
I apologize, Your Honor. Maybe I misinterpreted him.
Yeah.
I thought he told me he was working here in Painesville. I guess he has a job here in Painesville, but I guess he's not working at this time to correct.
Yeah, but I've been in treatment since the time of this. I've been in treatment since
in
July.
Akron.
Yeah, in Akron. Yes, Your Honor, and everything is.
You live in Akron.
Yeah, it's in the program. It's a strict program. They have urinalysis tests 2 times a week. They have it's a big treatment. It's an intense program. I have 3 mental health counselors. I'm on phase 2 of my contract with them. It's a 6-month-long program, and I'm finally getting myself back together, Your Honor. You have peer support. You have to ride with peer support to everything, meetings, everything. You have to connect with your.
I don't mean to say I'm not concerned about the treatment.
Okay. I'm sorry.
But that we're here for a specific purpose here.
Right.
The allegations are that you were on bond and you had certain conditions you were to comply with, and you weren't complying with them in regards to your house arrest. And that's what we're here for right now. So I'm not trying to downplay the treatment or anything like that, because if you're in treatment and it's going well, that's good. But that's not why we're here right now. Give me 1 second, please.
Yes, sir.
You're in a sober living residence right now?
It's treatment, drug treatment. I mean,
Where are you residing?
it's a drug treatment center, but they have separate houses. Whatever phase you come back to the main center, but you go back to the the house that they place you at. But it's all one big circle, Your Honor. It's all one big circle, and you have support on when they come pick you up in the morning, and they stop and let everybody do what they need to do before classes. Class starts, so they have different times of the day when the classes get out. So mine starts.
Who's Katie Painter?
That's the head director of Sky Point, Your Honor.
What's the name of it?
Sky Point.
Sky
Point Recovery.
Would you care to be heard on the matter of bond?
Yes, Your Honor. Initially, the state did file a motion to review the conditions of bond, and I attached several emails that I received from the monitoring company as the defendant was on a electronic GPS. I then received additional emails showing that the defendant was making unpermitted stops at different residences, Walmart, Sheetz. I'll also note in the state's motion that I received an email that on September 30th at 3:37 to October 1st at 8:06 that the defendant made another unscheduled exit, and there's a screenshot of the route that was taken. It appears that the GPS follows from the Akron area up to near Chesterland, Cleveland, down through Independence, and back down to Akron. The defendant also put on his bind-over transcript his address of 430 North Broadway Street in Green Springs, Ohio. A quick Google search revealed that that appears to be a treatment center in either Seneca or Sandusky counties. Only did the Public Defender's Office file a change of address more recently that alerted the courts and myself that the defendant had changed residential addresses down to Akron. In looking at the bond statute, this is a failure to comply case, as well as a tampering with evidence and an unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. The defendant does have a criminal history as well. He has 6 prior prison numbers here in Ohio, including 2 prior convictions for escape, one in 2021 and one that is from the 1990s. So the state would ask that the defendant's bond remain revoked. However, if this court is inclined to reinstate bond, I would also ask that a no contact order with the victim be ordered. It was not included.
What victim?
Of the unauthorized use of the motor vehicle. Thank you.
Well, I guess I'm confused because these, I get a stop at Walmart or stop picking something up, but he's up here in Cuyahoga County, he's in Mayfield, he's in nowhere near Akron with these stops. So that's inconsistent with what you're saying. And quite frankly, the condition of bond was house arrest. Didn't give any exceptions for going to treatment or anything like that. Now, again, it's a good thing you're going to treatment if it's helpful. But you can't just decide on your own. You got to get permission from the courts or whatever if stuff like that's going to happen before you just decide you're going to do things on your own. You want to say something?
Yeah, I didn't have nobody to contact when I got out of phase 1. When you seen me in Cuyahoga County, I was going to get myself and didn't have no clothes. I submitted myself to treatment with just the clothes that was on my back at the time.
You said you've been in treatment since August.
Yeah, I've been in treatment since August.
This was September 30th. This is just a few weeks ago.
I haven't been. I wasn't in. If you see any type of other movement, it's either going to Other with
September
meetings.
30th, you were on Mayfield Road,
Mayfield Road.
Mayfield Heights, Ohio.
That was
Then
probably,
you were on Cleveland and on Woodland Avenue, on Cleveland.
that's the old
Then you
drive.
were in Parma.
that's addresses, I mean, that's AANA meets with the peer support that was
There's no
with,
reason you should be going, you need to go to Mayfield for AA meeting. And then, these are all the same time, these are just
Yeah.
a couple hours apart, all right? It's 6:50, you're on Mayfield Road. Or just, 40 minutes earlier, you're at a different place in Mayfield Road. A half hour earlier, you're in Cleveland on Woodland Avenue. These are
That's the old,
then,
that's the.
then a little earlier that day, an hour earlier maybe, half hour earlier, you're in Parma. So these aren't different meetings. You don't go to 4 meetings within 2 hours.
No, it was one meeting I went to, Your Honor, and then they took me to go pick up my stuff from 6001 Woodland Avenue.
And why
That
are you
was
in
my
Mayfield?
address.
Why are you in Parma?
We went to a meeting up in Parma, and we had picked up another person to take back to Sky Point
No, that's
for
not.
Parma.
That's not. You're not allowed to do that.
Yeah, I did.
You're not allowed to go to AA meetings. If you're gonna go to AA meetings, you go in Akron. They had AA meetings in Akron. You don't have to come up to Mayfield to go to AA meetings or Cleveland.
Judge clearly wasn't buying a single excuse. You can literally feel the tension in that courtroom. Let's see how this unfolds.
You didn't have authorization to do any of this.
But I kept asking for somebody to contact to try to get, after I found out I was on house arrest. Because when they hooked it
You're
up,
on house arrest.
no, when they hooked it up on me, Your Honor, they told me don't leave the state of Ohio. I never knew I was on house arrest until Mr. Mulkey called me and told me I was on house arrest and I couldn't move.
And you weren't
But
in
at that
court
time,
when,
I
you weren't in
told
court
her,
when the judge ordered it?
huh? No, I was. She just told me GPS monitoring. I came straight here after for bond. When she set the bond on me, I stayed there for a minute in Willoughby, and they brought me here, and I posted bond from here. And they hooked the monitor up here while I was in court. And she said GPS monitor. I never knew I was on house arrest at first. I didn't.
No.
I wouldn't lie to you about this, Your Honor.
Why wouldn't
And
you lie
she-
to me about this? Everybody lies to me. You're different than everybody else that comes in
But I
here?
mean, Mr. Mulkey said turn myself in Wednesday at 11 o'clock. The Sky Point made that possible to turn myself in Wednesday at 11 o'clock. I have no reason to run from this situation.
Sure you do. I mean, and that's, why do you say that? You're facing prison. That's a reason to run for me. I'm not saying you're doing that, but that's a reason to run for me.
Can I say something, Your Honor? May I say something? This coming, okay, I'm gonna leave it alone.
You probably shouldn't. I mean, I know. You probably shouldn't. No, I have a letter here that I think was attached to a motion Mr. Mulkey filed from, who's the gal I asked you about before? The lady
Miss
attorney?
Katie.
I'm going to reinstate your bond. You're on house arrest. You're only allowed to go to treatment and back. She says they're going to take care of the travel, and they're going to make sure you just go to treatment and back. Nowhere else. If we get reports that you're stopping anywhere else, you're going to be back in the jail.
Can I say one other? Just one question.
What?
I mean, this is because they have different levels. I'll have her contact whoever, because with every level that you go to, I start to level 3. So that's IOP. I'll go to a different house instead of the one on Arch and what's.
You need to provide to the probation department the locations of the place where your treatment
All
are.
right, thank you.
And you're only going there and back. And she says in her letter that they're able to accommodate you for this. So it's not going to be that you're traveling with others and dropping other people off, stopping to get something at Walmart, picking up clothes where you're going from the Perkins Road address, that's where you live, right?
Yeah, Perkins.
To wherever the treatment facility is. And you need to let the probation department know the address of those, and nowhere else in between.
Okay.
And if it's anywhere else in between, then bond's being revoked and you're going to be back in jail.
All right, thank you.
And you're further to have no contact with the victim in this case in regards to the count 3 of involving the car. Understand that?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
So you need to provide, we're clear, you're on house arrest.
Yes, sir.
You can only be released for purposes of going to treatment. And you need to let the probation department know where those addresses are.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you. Thank you for seeing my worth.
All right, is there anything else? Is there anything else for the record?
Electronically monitored house
Yes,
arrest? Okay.
GPS, electronically monitored house arrest with GPS.
Okay, another condition that came over from the Willoughby Municipal Court was
I want all the same. Well, go ahead. Let me hear what it is.
shall not consume any alcohol, drugs, illegal substances, shall not operate a motor vehicle, GPS/electronically monitored house arrest if bond is posted, and shall be subject to random scrutiny.
Yeah, so the no drugs or alcohol is a part of our conditions. Does he sign the bond, that form?
He did,
He's
Your
good.
Honor.
That's part of ours. I will say no driving. I'll continue to no driving. And no contact. I think all the other conditions are, we have as a part of the conditions here.
This moment changed everything for him. The judge's patience finally ran out. What do you think? Was this fair or too harsh?